there, thank you for joining me. This is Scrappy Bitch, and today is F in the ABC April 2025 challenge, hosted by Crafty Bear Tony and Seven Plaza, and I am going to do some faux stuff. So I'm just trying to find some bits and bobs. Sorry, I thought I'd be a little bit more organised before I hit record, but I'm not. But what I want to do is a couple of things. I've got a couple of projects I want to show you, and first one is I've got this piece here, and it measures. You can do it any size you like. This is 4 by 2. And I'm just going to fold this over in half, if you can do it. And then I've got a 1.5 inch circle punch here, and I'm just going to punch a circle, and I just want to make sure I am fairly even. I think that's about right. Yep, that's fine. And then I have my box of photos here. So I'm just going to do a quick photo frame. So it's like a faux photo frame, and I want a nice photograph. I've got quite a few in here. Quite like this young lady here. So I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. Just cutting her hands off. Okay, and then and then she'll fit in there lovely. And then I'm just going to glue her in. Just grab my PVA. Oh, just ink the circle first around the inside, using whatever colour you like to use for distress, and then stand up for me. Doesn't want to stand. Put it up there. Just going to go around the circle like that, and then around the outside of the photo like so. And then pop her in there, and then close her up, and then just go around there like so. There we go. I love using photos in my journals. I just think it looks really cool. So I'm just going to trim that top edge of white off, and then grab my ink again. Like so. And then round the back. Like so. And then I'm just going to use my black pen just to go around the outside, just to make it a little bit darker, and also hide any white bits from the folded over paper, because it was a single-sided sheet, so I don't want there to be any gaps of white showing. And then what I'm going to do is use my 1/4 inch hole punch, and I have some, it's like brown shiny card here, and I've been punching holes already. Just chuck those out, and then I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, one there, and where is my cut tool? There it is. One there. Oh no, didn't want that. That's the wrong way around. Oh dear. See that one there. That one there. They're alive, they're jumping all over the shop. I'll just let that dry for a moment. I'll leave that to one side. Just put the glue in my blue tack. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to let that dry for a moment, and then I've cut out, I've die cut some tabs here, which are like faux paper clips, and I've got 3 different sizes of die. This is the very smallest, so it cuts out the paper clip. There's 3 sizes, and I'm just going to ink that, and I've cut it out of craft cardstock. There we go. Just open it up again. And that is going to go on the top there. And when the glue's dry, it looks like a paper clip. Okay, just letting that glue dry. And then the next project, quite like this one here. So I've got these sheets that look like rust, quite rusty. I'm just going to cut this down to 5 inches, like so. And then I'm just going to fold this up to about there. I'm just going to make a quick file folder. And then my envelope punch board, I'm just going to put that at 1.5 inches and punch. I'm going to have the tab on this end. And then a metal roller. Okay. Okay. And then on those corners. Okay. Just get rid of a few of those scraps, and then I'm going to use my ink. And then, oh, what I'm going to do is grab my 2-inch punch circle and try to get this fairly even too. Punch! That was a bit tough. There we go, and then do the inside there. love this cardstock, it's lovely. It's got like faux writing on it, and it looks all rusty. Looks old. Okay, I'm just going to go around that circle. Like that. Have you all been? I hope everybody's okay. I am doing great, thank you very much. Yeah, just enjoying life at the moment and crafting, and yeah, loving watching everybody's videos. It's just fantastic to watch everybody come up with such lovely ideas, and old ideas, new ideas. Well, I say new ideas that I've never seen before, but then I am new to this, so yeah, it is all new to me. But yeah, I'm just going to, I need a photo that fits. I love that photo. I think that's an Indian couple. I think these were from Tracy Fox's photographs. I'm just going to take a slither off the bottom, like so, and then hopefully when we yes, just going to take a slither off this side as well. Think about that much. Let's have a look now. That's lots better. So again, I am just going to go round. Oh, I keep going over. Round the circle, and then round the frame. Sorry, around the photograph. Oh, I can't get my words out today. And then over there, like so. And then, yeah, lovely. And I'm just going to give that a little, I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want it to be aged. And that's lovely. And then I'm just going to put some boo-boo tape on here. I'm just going to find a piece that will show up, probably that one. Okay, I'm just going to put it across there like so. Lovely, love that. And then again, I'm going to stick some of those circles in each corner, and I've already punched some out. I've got some here. Put one on there, and then one on there, and one on there. Just let those dry for a moment. Just tip them back in there. So let's have a look. So this one now is done, and I've got my stylus here. This is a really thin pointed stylus. I don't know whether the camera will pick that up. It's a really thin pointed end, and hopefully this glue is set now. And I'm just going to do a score line across the middle, and then to the side to side, so top to bottom and then side to side, and hopefully you can see that it looks like a screw head. I'm not sure if the camera's is going to pick it up, but what I'll do is take some photos, close-up photos, and they will be visible at the end of the video or on Instagram. So I am Scrappy Bitch on Instagram and YouTube. So yeah, so they're like faux screws. The only trouble with this cardstock is there's white edges around the outside, so I'm going to have to go around with my ink dauber just to hide some of that white. But the ink won't stay on the metal cardstock. Yeah, that's lovely. That's taken it off. And it's darkened up the edges a lot more. And you could decorate that a little bit more, but I just think that's really cute. That would look lovely in that side, a little pocket. But obviously you've got the faux screws. My camera's not the best at focusing. Let me just try autofocus. Oh, there you go. Can you see the... So it looks like a Philip head screw. Yeah. Right, here we go. There we go. Back to normal. So that's that one. And then the file folder, I've got that. And then I've got... Ooh, where's it gone? What did I do with it? Do you know, I put things in a safe place. And then I can't think for the... It's alright, I'll grab another one. I've got more. So I've got an index card here that I usually put on the inside of my file folders, and then you could hold that in place with a little paper clip if you wanted to, but that's a bit big, so I'm just going to cut that down, and I know that that's 3 inches, so I am just going to cut that down to 2.5. And then take roughly a quarter of an inch off there, and then that should fit in there lovely, and that adds as a little journaling spot in there, and then you could decorate that more, that side as well. So I've put that index card there, look. I haven't cut it down though, but this is the one I made earlier, so I've decorated it with some snippets. I haven't inked the inside, and I've also got let me just so that's stitching up there, but it's not stitching, it is a faux stitching stamp. So we're faking it today, we're faking it till we make it today. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that round, and then that can go right across the top there, so it looks like stitching. I love this. But what you could also do as well is follow that pattern and actually hand sew it. If you haven't got a sewing machine, sort of just mark, grab a pin. I've got a pin here, and then mark the top, bottom, like that, and then follow it with some stitching. Sorry about that, the camera cut out on me. So yeah, I've just had to start new recording. Yeah, so you could do hand stitching with that, and then you could do it in a lighter ink if you wanted to, so it's not so visible. Yeah, and then do hand stitching. It's entirely up to you. I have done that actually on my new cover for my new journal. So I've just stamped and then I've hand stitched. I haven't done around that frame, that is just ink, but I've done hand stitching across there and round there, and then down there on the back. So that's lace, and this is Mod Podge on an old, that's a Sainsbury's paper bag that my Uber delivery that came in, and yeah, my Uber groceries. Yeah, so that's my example of a new cover. And then this is again my stylus. That glue, oh, that glue is still wet. It's because the cardstock is quite shiny. Let's have another go. There we go. And I'm just rubbing to get that cross for the Phillips screw head. Yeah, the glue is still moving. Come on, glue, dry for me. Yeah, it's wobbling. Trying to hold it still without digging my fingernail into it. Come on. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry. When it's dry, I'll take some more photos, but it will be just like that one. So yeah, that's the file folder, and then a little, just going to put some ink around the outside of here. I don't want it to be too white. And then I can decorate it like I've done with that one. So I only want this to be a quick video, just give you a few ideas. Yeah, and then use boo-boo tape and washi tape, and then snippets and tags to decorate the front. And then this could go in a pocket or behind a belly band, you know, something like that, inside your journals. Yeah, so hopefully the faux screw heads, the faux stamp for stitching helps. If you Google you know, stitch border stamps or something like that, I bet there's plenty of companies out there that do them. There we go. So that is my faux screw heads, faux stitching for F. Hope you enjoy the rest of the videos. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.